Good morning, students. I am Dr. Jannatul Firdaus, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, Arian College for Women, Autonomous, Nagapattinam. Today, we will discuss about the topic transportation problem using northwest corner rule. In Modi method, we have to use any of the three methods. Among these three methods, that is northwest corner rule, least cost method, and Vogel's approximation method. Among these three methods, we will use any one of the method to find the initial basic feasible solution. In this problem, we use the northwest corner rule method. So, first of all, we have to check whether the problem is balanced or unbalanced. We have to check whether the problem is balanced or unbalanced. So, how can we check? That is 300 plus 400, 700, 700 plus 250, 950. That is the 950 supply. And 425, 625, 700, 950. That is the demand. Demand value is also 950. So, the problem is a balanced transportation problem. So, first of all, we have to use northwest corner rule to find the initial basic feasible solution. So, what is the northwest corner? Which one is the northwest corner? 11 is the northwest corner element. So, we have to allocate either 250 or 200. So, what is the rule? So, among these two values, that is 200 and 250, which one is minimum? 200 is obviously minimum. So, we have to allocate 200 and subtract 250 minus 200. So, we are getting 50 balance. 250 minus 200. So, this column vanishes because the 200 allocated. Now, which one is the northwest corner element among these elements? So, obviously we know the north and the west element is 30. So, what is the row element? 50 and the column element is 225. So, among these two elements, which one is the minimum? Obviously we know 50 is the minimum. So, 225 minus 50, that is 175. Okay, so 50, that is the row vanishes. So, obviously we know which one is the northwest element. 18 is the north because first row and the first column vanishes. So, remaining these elements only occur. So, which one is the northwest corner element? 18 is the northwest corner element. So, the row element is 300 and the column element is 175. So, among these two elements 175 and 300, which one is the minimum element? We know already that method. So, 175 is the minimum element. So, 300 minus 175. So, 300 minus 175, that is the remaining element is 125. So, this column getting vanishes. So, only 4 elements occur remaining. So, among these 4 elements, which one is the least element? 14 is the northwest element. So, northwest, the row element is 125 and the column element is 275. Among these two elements, which one is the minimum? Obviously, we know 125 is the minimum. So, remaining subtract 275 minus 125. So, 275 minus 125, we subtract, we get 150. So, 125 vanishes, this row getting vanishes. So, remaining only 2 elements occur, that is 13 and 10. So, among these 2 elements, which is the northwest element? Obviously, we know 13 is the northwest element. So, these two, compare them. The row element is 400 and the column element is 150. Among these two elements, which one is the lesser value? 150 is the least value. So, we have to allocate 150. So, 400 minus 150, we are getting remaining 250. The problem is balance. Only 250 and 250. So remaining the only one elements are there. So we have to allocate 250, 250 getting cancelled. So you have to it should be in the one table, that is 11. 200 is the original allocation. 13, 15 is the original allocation. 16, 18, 175 is the original allocation. 14, 125 is the original allocation. 17, 14, 10, 21, 24, 13, 10. So 150 is the original allocation and 250 is the original allocation. So what are the rules to check the allocated area? That is m plus n minus 1. M plus n minus 1. That is m means number of rows. How many rows are there? 3 rows. So 3 rows. The n represent columns. So how many columns are there? 4 columns. So 4 minus 1, that is 7 minus 1, 6. So we are getting only 6 original allocation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Now we are going to proceed. Now we have to allocate, we have to find UI, that is U1, U2, U3 and U4 using these original allocation, and Vj, that is V1, V2, V3 and V4. So to find U1, U2, U3, U4 and V1, V2, V3, V4 using these original allocation. So first of all, default we take U1 is equal to 0. Obviously, or in any problem we have to assume that U1 equal to 0. So U1 equal to 0. So you know only that value, that is U1 is equal to 0. So you have to concentrate only that row, because the only U1, we know only U1 values are there. So U1 is equal to 0. So you have to concentrate only this row. Okay. So original allocation 250. So U1 equal to 0. You have to see the first original allocation 200. You have to subtract the cell value minus this value. So 11 minus 0. 11 minus 0. That is 11 minus 0, 11. And then you see the same another original allocation 50. So that is the cell value 13. 13 minus 0 is remaining 30. So using 11, but we don't have any other original allocation, none other than the 200. So we have only 200 is the original allocation in first column. So but this value 13, you have another original allocation, that is 175. So you have to minus this cell value 18 minus 13, we are getting 5. Okay. So using 5, we have this row. This row, the another original allocation 14, that is 125. So 14 minus 5, 9. So using these 9, we have this column. Using this 9, we have this column, that is 13 minus 9. 13 minus 9, 4. So another, you have used this 4, we have to choose this row. That is the 250 is the original allocation, that is 10 minus 4 is 6. 10 minus 4 is 6. That is U1, U2, U3 and V1, V2, V3, V4. So using these values, we have to find the dummy allocation of the remaining cells. Dummy allocation of the remaining cells. Okay, what is the method? What is the calculation? So, which 17, which place is there? First row and third column. First row and third column. That is, the row element is U1. U1 and third column, that is V3. So, U1 plus V3 minus C13. U1 plus V3 minus C13. That is, U1 value 0, V3 value 9 minus C13. C13 means 17. So, the dummy value is minus 8. Dummy value is minus 8. So, 14. What is the place value? What is the row value? U1 plus V4 minus C14. That is U1 0, V4 6 minus C14. C14 14. So, these are also minus 8. Another dummy value. So, 16. Which place? Second row and the first column. So, row A value is U2 plus V1 minus C21. So, U2 5, V1 11 minus 16. That is 16 minus 16, 0. Okay. So, another dummy value, U2 plus V4 minus C24. U2 is a 5, V4 is 6, minus C24 is 10. So, 11 minus 10, 1. So, we are getting the positive value 1. Okay. Another value for 21, that is the row value U3 and the column value is V1. That is U3 plus V1 minus C31. That is U3 4 plus V1 11 minus C31 21. That is 15 minus 21 is minus 6. Minus 6. Next value U3 plus V2 minus C32. U3 4 plus V2 13 minus C32 24. 17 minus 24 minus 7. So, we have now we are getting allocation of all dummy values. These are the original allocation and these are the dummy allocation. So, among the dummy allocation values, we have to choose only the positive value. If all the values are negative, the problem is over. So, if any one value is negative, the procedure occurs similarly for the repeated process. So, which one is the positive value? Minus 8, 0, 1, minus 6 and minus 7. Among the dummy values, we are getting only one positive value, that is a 1. 0 is the no value at all. So, now we are going to select these column, these cell value, because in dummy value only we have to select only the positive values. So, positive value is 1. So, we have to form the loop. The loop means your starting point is close to the ending points. So, starting point is a dummy value and the loop crosses each end and each vertices ends with the original allocation. Each vertices ends with the original allocation. So, you have to form the loop with the end, with the vertices, edges only original allocation. So, the starting point is here. The starting point is here. the loop form, one original allocation, another original allocation, that is this. So theta minus, theta plus, theta minus and theta plus. Okay, so we have to select the theta. Theta is equal to the among these three original allocation, that is 125, 150, 250. So what is the minimum? That is theta equal to minimum of these original allocation in the loop 125, 150 and 250. So which one is the minimum element? 125 is the minimum element. So theta plus, theta minus, plus minus. In dummy, we have to select theta plus. So alternative values are theta minus, theta plus. Okay, theta plus, theta minus, theta plus and theta minus. Okay. Now, so what do you use? Theta, we select the theta equal to 125. So theta plus, that is theta, you have to add the theta. So you have to not the addition of the dummy value with the original allocation. That is not possible. So you have to add means you delete the dummy value and you insert the original allocation, that is the theta value. So we got the original value 125 being theta plus. In next, this value theta minus, that is 125 minus 125, we are getting 0. So you need not to put here 0. So you remove the element. Okay. Then theta plus. So already 150 exists. So 150 plus 125, that is 275. And 250 minus 125, that is 125. Okay. So you have to check again and again what calculation m plus n minus 1, that is 3 plus 4 minus 1, 7 minus 1, 6 original allocations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So remaining we proceed the same way in the previous step, that is U1, U2, U3 and V1, V2, V3 and V4. So U1 equal to 0. So what I told you in the earlier step, now we have only one element, that is U1 equal to 0. So using these elements, so we have to calculate all these values. We have to find U2, U3, V1, V2, V3 and V4. So the U1 equal to 0, the first row, you have to concentrate only the first row. First row we are having only two original allocation, first value and the second value. So using these value we find V1 and V2. So the cell value minus is U1 value, that is 11 minus 0 is equal to 11 and the 13 minus 0 we are getting 13. Okay. So using these 13, we have this second column. So second column, so the original allocation 175. So 8 in cell value 18. 18 minus 13, 5. Okay. So using these 5, we have the second row, that is the 10. 10 minus 5, 5. Okay. So we are having the fourth column. So 10 minus 5, 5. So using these 5, we have the 13. 13 minus 5, that is 8. So 11, 13, 80, 8, 5. U1 equal to 0, U2 5 and U3 5. Okay. So we find the same way. We use this, we find and put it in the dummy value. So 17. U1 plus V3 minus C13. U1 0, V3 8 minus 17. So, minus 9. Next value, U1 plus V4 minus U1 plus V4 minus C14. That is U1 0, V4 5 minus C1. This also minus 9. And U2 plus V1 minus C21. U2 5 plus 11 minus 16. So 16 minus 16 we are getting 0. Next, U2 plus V3 minus C23. U2 5, V3 8 minus 14. So 13 minus 14 minus 1. Next, U3 plus V1 minus C31. U3 is 5, V1 is 11, minus C31 is 21. So 16 minus 21 minus 5. So next value, U3 plus V2 minus C32. U3 5 plus V2 13 minus C32. That is 24. That is 18 minus 24 is minus 6. So in God grace, we have to nothing in the positive value. We have only the negative value. The problem is finished. If the positive value occurs or arise, then you have to proceed in the previous way. Similar method. So now we have to calculate the find optimum solution. The optimum solution is 200 into 11 plus 50 into 13 plus 175 into 18 plus 125 into 10 plus 275 into 13 plus 125 into 10. That is 12,075 is the optimum solution of this transportation problem, degeneracy transportation problem. I hope you all understand the Modi method. In next class, we will discuss another one problem. Thank you, students.